Hi, everyone. So thanks very much for joining us for another edition of Alumni Chat. I'm here with one of our alumni from the Uganda Development Studies program. Nora, do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Hi, yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Nora Wagman. I studied abroad in Kampala with the Development Studies program in Uganda. I'm an economics major, and I studied abroad last spring semester.
And you're back at your home university now?
Yes, I'm back. I'm at the University of Pittsburgh now.
Excellent. I love Pittsburgh. That's where I lived before I moved up to Vermont. So, well, thank you.
I'd love to hear that.
Yes. Thank you for taking some time today, and we'll jump right into it. So there are a lot of options out there to study abroad, and with SIT, I want to know why you chose the Uganda program, why you chose SIT out of all the options out there.
Sure. Well, I'm very interested in studying international development, specifically economic development in developing countries. Uganda to me seems like an excellent choice. A few years back, I was in Tanzania and South Africa, so Uganda seemed like a reasonable next step for me. And SIT just seemed like the most interesting program to me. It's so different from your typical study abroad program where you just go, you sit in classes. And SIT, being able to go to the field and do experiential learning and having these small field works with, local students as well, and being able to gauge their perspective on a lot of different issues such as public health was really insightful for me.
Well, you mentioned a couple different aspects of the SIT program. Now I'm going to make you zoom in there. If you had to choose one aspect of the SIT program as your favorite aspect, what would that be?
Definitely the field work. I loved being able to, read these articles and then go out into the field and really see what these articles were talking about. It's so different to read something and discuss it, but being able to go into the field and talk to people that are living that situation it's so much more rewarding.
There we go. The computer seems to have a little bit of a lag time this morning, so if I don't come back right away, I'm still here.
Sorry.
It's okay. So, now, you mentioned the field research. What really differentiates some SIT programs from other aspects or other providers out there is the field research and the independent study projects. So if you care to go into a little bit about what you studied in Uganda, and if you do it now, if you continue those studies now that you're back at Pitt.
Yeah, so when I went, I did my independent study project on the role of dairy farmers in ensuring food security in Rahira Village, which is a Millennium Village project. And actually, to be honest, didn't really know too much about food security before I went to Uganda. I just knew that I had this interest in international development. And I went and I was able to speak to these farmers, and I was really able to learn about what kind of role foreign aid played for them. Instead of just reading about it, I really got to see what it was doing. And actually, that has totally shifted my educational focus. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go get a master's degree, if I what I would even want to study. But actually, since I've been back, I've been talking to a lot of graduate professors here at Pitt, and I'll be actually going back to Uganda with one of my professors to do a lot more work with younger children in Uganda. But I mean, for me, this has really helped me focus on what it is that I love, what it is that I'm interested in. And for me, SIT was the most rewarding thing that I've done in college. It really helped me realize what I'm passionate about.
That is a wonderful thing there to hear, and I'm glad to hear you're going back to Uganda. I was there with Charlotte in January and was really impressed. So
yeah.
Now, to switch gears a little bit, if there was one thing you wish you knew about Uganda, or one thing that your time in Uganda changed your perspective about the country, what would that be?
Wow, that's such a loaded question. I mean, I don't know. It was so not what I was expecting, I guess, in the sense that when I went to Tanzania, I went there as more of a traveler. I wasn't really immersed in the country. And then going to Uganda and being immersed with everyone and speaking to people, I mean, there's such like a friendly, warm people. And I think that a lot of people go to these, you know, developing countries and like, oh, you know, they don't know what to expect. They think that everyone's poor and like unhappy, and you just go there and you live their lives with them, and that's so not the case. I mean, these people are so happy. Their arms are always open. They want to help you with everything and anything they can. And to me, as like an American, I was so thrown off. I was like, oh, what do they want? Like, why are they so nice to me? But they're genuinely just so nice. And I think that you just have to go there with this open mind. You know, you can't bring your previous conceptions of what a developing country is, because it's so not the case at all. And I think that that's really what blew my mind most, was just the friendliness and the openness of the people and of this country. I mean, it was incredible.
I completely understand that. That first hit me back in 2005 when I went to Africa the first time, and now 11 years later, I'm still going back. So
yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's incredible. I can't wait to go back.
I completely agree with you on that. So now, as we come to the end of this little interview, I want to ask you if there's anything that you could reach through and let anyone who's contemplating studying abroad in Uganda on your program, in Uganda in general, in Africa, or just studying abroad, if you could give them a little piece of advice that you wish you had, what would that be?
A piece of advice that I wish I had had. Well, I think definitely keeping an open mind and being flexible is something that, you know, I really wish I had known. I mean, being abroad, especially being abroad in a country like Uganda, it's hard as, you know, an American student. There's the language barrier, and it's such a different world, but people are there to help you. And if the more open mind that you keep and the better of an attitude that you have, the easier everything becomes. If you keep this positive attitude, people are going to gravitate towards you. They want to help you. They want to interact with you. No one is there to harm you in any way. And I guess the biggest piece of advice that I would give to any student would be to keep a positive and open mind. And I mean, I loved Uganda. I can't stress that enough. It is just such an incredible place. And I think that, you know, at first it's frustrating. At first it's hard. But, you know, the more positive you stay, the better it becomes. And I mean, you'll just absolutely fall in love with the country.
I think that's good advice for any time, anywhere. So
yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you have that is a burning desire to share with us that we may not have covered?
Oh, gosh. I mean, not that I can think of. Like I said, when I think about SIT and like what it's done for me and for, you know, my college career, I can't be happier that I chose SIT. I mean, like I said, it really just confirmed everything that I've been doing so far in my academic studies, and it really helped, you know, propel my academic career forward. And so for that, I'm so happy that I chose to go with SIT in Uganda.
Well, thank you very much for being willing to take some time, and please keep in contact with us. We'd love to hear when our students go back to the countries where they studied abroad.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be sure to keep in contact.
Excellent. And say hi to Pittsburgh for me, too.
Yes, I will.
All right. You have a good rest of your morning.
Thank you so much, Ian.
Bye.
Bye-bye.